In this episode you will see a powerful competition and struggle of two girls for the same guy. On one side is the beautiful princess and on the other is the cute assassin. Who will Yui choose? The princess was visiting Yui while the hired assassin was unconscious. Lexia suddenly wondered how it was, through what magic they had so quickly from the very extremes of the dark forest, found themselves in the safety of the guy's home. The hero didn't understand what the question was. He had invented this magic himself, to make it easier to navigate the magical lands. It turns out that the point is that teleport is the magic of legends. It's written about in fairy tales, ancient books, and told by word of mouth, but no one has ever actually seen it from anyone. This magic is very dangerous to use since if they find out about it, even a war might happen. All this time Luna has been pretending to be asleep, when in fact she overheard a conversation between a couple. Lexia wanted to know more about Luna than just that she was an assassin. That's what everybody knows now. The girl was more determined to get herself killed than to say anything. Still, thanks to the guy's charm, they managed to get Luna to talk. It turns out that the girl is an orphan. All her childhood, she has been rummaging through garbage dumps and stealing food, in general, trying to survive by any available means. One day, a man saw her in the street. Instead of scolding her or kicking her out, he took her under his wing. This man replaced her as a teacher and became a real mentor in life. Thanks to him, she learned how to read, write, and fight for her life. Especially how to make a living. I guess it doesn't take long to figure out the way he taught a girl how to earn her own money. He made her a killer. Lexia quickly guessed that the very stranger Luna was talking about was one of the members of the Darkness Guild. He survived by killing and knew how to do it best, which is why he taught the little orphan such a craft. Like her teacher, Luna was sworn into the Darkness Guild, doing many orders and errands. After a few perfectly executed cases, she became famous among the people as a bounty hunter. Everyone had heard of her. And then recently she was given a new assignment, which was to kill Princess Lexia. Well, as we can see, she failed. The job of an assassin is not the easiest. Because if you fail the assignment, you fail your life along with it. As soon as the guild finds out that Luna failed her assignment, they will send assassins after her. And if it's not the guild that kills her, they'll execute her at court. Yui didn't agree with that decision. He didn't want the girl to be killed. After all, even though they hadn't spent much time together, the guy still considered the girl his friend. Lexia interjected herself into the conversation. Because she didn't like the fact that she was considered some kind of murderer. She's not going to execute anyone at all. On the contrary, she's going to give the girl a more prestigious and better position. With her abilities, she could make an excellent bodyguard. At this time, the princess's knights were going crazy and couldn't find a place for themselves. Where did this guy take their princess? We need to find her right away. After a while the princess and Luna got along well. Here the girl was already talking about how Yui had an awesome, artifactual, most comfortable bathtub. After hearing about such a marvelous thing, Lexia couldn't help but try it out for herself. During the bath, the girls realized that both of them are in love with the catcher Yui. So Lexia is determined to fight for her happiness and has declared war on Luna. If she manages to marry Yui, she will be the winner. I wonder how Luna will stand in this war. In the evening it was time to prepare dinner. The boy had no idea that there were two girls competing for him. Lexia offered to cook dinner. But she had never cooked before, so she was not very good at it. The guy quickly replaced her and cooked a delicious meal. Luna was not easy either and asked him to feed her because her wounds were not quite healed yet. Next, the girls began to feed the boy himself. After a full night of absence, Yui finally returned the princess to her poor panting knights. When the guard inquired about Luna, instead of somehow talking her way out of it, Lexia simply recounted everything that had happened, that they tried to kill her and now this girl was her bodyguard. Of course immediately the knights pointed their blades at the moon. The princess and Yui still managed to explain themselves to the knights and convince them that Luna is absolutely no longer a danger. Since the weekend in the real world is over, it's time for Yui to go to school and so he won't be able to visit the royal palace again. So now it's time to say goodbye. Luna didn't miss the opportunity and ran up to the boy and kissed him. Not far away, Yui saw a beautiful body of water, in which he decided to take a bath. There was an animal that looked like a small red boar nestled next to him in the pond. Yui somehow managed to tame it. The animal's fur was the color of dawn, so that's what Yui called it. Now, in addition to night, he also has dawn. During his adventures in the magical world, Yui almost forgot about the present. There's school waiting for him. He barely made it to class in time. The teacher told him that this week would be dedicated to sports and the boys were waiting for sports competitions. The results of the competition will affect not only the students, but also their teachers, so they have to try hard. From this day on, their sports training begins. Today the students are going to play soccer. Yuya was put in goal. One of the students was an excellent soccer player and easily outmaneuvered his opponents by scoring goals. To distract the boys' team, the girl was asked to jump. Immediately all eyes of the players went to her breasts. And it really helped. The opposing team had the ball intercepted by Akira. And now he's leading it into the goal, where Yui is standing. With one quick leap, the guy grabbed the ball and kept it from scoring. Now he had to throw it on the field as hard as he could. He gave it his best effort and scored a goal for the opposing team with one of his throws.